Hello and welcome back to Sunday League Moments with AC Plymouth, and after last week's 4-1 defeat away to Railway Beacon, today AC host Railway Beacon at home. It's their first home game since October, in fact. Speaking of October, that was about 6 months ago. 6 months ago being how long ago it was since Burnley last played in this makeshift back four featuring two fullbacks and a winger. Not the best preparation against the side who put four past a full team last week. So it was AC who started the brighter sides as this pass was cut out by Fraser, and he put the ball over the top looking straight over for Jamie, who's come over this week. He runs down the side and puts it in for Gabe, who misses it, and Will at the back stick can't quite get to it as the keeper is very quick. A good start, however. And what you see now is Gabe celebrating after Toops' long ball over the top found him and he finished it into the bottom left corner. But as normal, I missed it. So sorry about that. It was a good goal and it's 1-0 to AC.
Definitely missed that.
So Beacon are trying to respond after going 1-0 down with number 7, who was actually sent off last week, but the league haven't suspended him because of the complicated way which this league works. Ben nicks in, however, and puts out for what he thinks is going to be a throw, but James keeps it in, not very well, and 7 latches onto it. His ball into the box, however, is taken by the wind in these awful conditions, and it's out for a goal kick. Now I see have the next few months packed out with Sunday, Wednesday fixtures because this is their first home game since October, like I said. So fair play to the ref, who's affectionately known as Rafa, as you can see why, for getting the game underway after Beacon and AC coaches and players turned up to an hour early to try and clear the pitch with buckets and brooms. Well done, everyone. So Toops takes this goal kick up towards Fraser, who clashes with their defender but eventually manages to nick into it. His left-footed ball over the top for Jamie, who appears here to be one-on-one, but there is another defender who nicks in well and gets it away, only as far as Fraser, who cuts inside on his left foot, then back out on his right and puts it out for Gabe, who lets it run past him. On this right hand side, he plays it back into Fraser, who cuts inside, puts this left-footed ball into the middle, Will's on the end of it, he heads it against the defender, who eventually clears. Good stuff from AC. Again, it's roll-on, roll-off subs as Alex comes on for Fraser. And following the trend of earlier, I've missed another goal. Beacon this time scoring an equaliser against the run of play. Number 7 cutting inside and dinking a shot with curl and dip over Coops. Unlucky to concede 1-1. Another change here is it's George who goes on and it's Sam who comes off. And George is straight into the action here as he wins this ball. Bernie picks it up and hoofs it long, aimed for the Will down the left flank, who nods it in between the two defenders very well. Charges into the box, he loses out, but Jamie picks it up, cuts inside, shoots goalwards, but it's blocked by the Beacon defender. Unlucky. It's thrown in by Gabe, but volleyed clear by the Beacon defender. Gabe throws it into George, who is bundled over on the edge of the box, and the ref points to the spot. Penalty. And about this point I was thinking, well, at least if Gabe scores I couldn't possibly miss this goal, as he steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way, and he finishes it into the back of the net. 2-1 to AC. It's Ben lining up a free kick. He sends it long, but it's cleared by the defender, and Beacon look to counter down this left-hand side as number 7 picks up the ball, skips past Jake, and here's what makes Sunday League football what it is, as George gets involved with this 50-50 and wins it superbly well. As Matt comes on, and it's Gabe, who's on a hat-trick, who comes off. Well, at least I didn't miss that goal. Kind of. Sort of. Alright, I did, as Matt finishes it into the back of the net, having only just come on. 3-1 to AC. Beckett here stands over this free kick for Beacon, sends it into the middle. Ben's claiming something as the ball bounces around and it's eventually stuck past Coops into the back of the net, through the back of the net. I obviously didn't pin that net down properly, and it's 3-2. Ball here with Beacon, hunting for that equaliser, but it's cut out and Jake hoofs it long. And Jamie latches onto it, using his pace to try and get down the right hand flank. He needs support, so he holds the ball up and waits for it. And he eventually does get it in the form of Matt, who picks up the ball and charges into the box. Jamie picks it up, Will's there, the ball's bouncing all over the place and no one can quite get a shot in, and it's eventually cleared, only as far as Alex here, who curls it for the top corner and it's not far off. Unlucky. Beacon here have a free kick on the edge of the box which Beckett and number 7 stand over. He steps over it, Beckett hits it, it's well struck but it's well saved by Coops. Beacon come forward here looking for an equaliser. Increased pressure from them as 7 has the ball and he goes inside and then he gets the ball back. Alex nicks in and the ball bounces so he shoots, but it's well saved by Coops. More Beacon pressure from another free kick from Beckett. The ball bounces down again at that back stick and again they have the shot on target, but this time Coops manages to save. Yet more pressure from Beacon as this corner is taken by the wind. It eventually finds itself to number 11 here, who shoots first time. It's going in top corner and Coops manages to get a palm to it and to keep it out. Well done. And that's half time, and after last week being 2-0 down to Railway Beacon at half time, this week they lead 3-2 and are arguably the better side. Oh, hello Coops. So here's some half-time touchline talk with AC Plymouth. It's really rather pointless and really rather boring, but I've stuck it in the video anyway.
Have you been recording the whole game?
No.
He didn't get my goal. He got my penalty.
But none of the first team.
No, he was putting his goal.
That was like your best finish ever as well.
I'd say, was it Priory on the volley over the keeper's head? That was one. Or one of my free kicks.
10 minutes and you're up.
That was a waste of half a minute of everyone's time as the sun comes out and the second half kicks off. And just minutes after it was all sunny, it's now grey and drizzly again. And just minutes after the second half kicked off, Fraser has gone on and Callum has come off. It's another Beacon corner. It's the first good corner of the day, but the header isn't as good as the delivery and it's easily claimed by Coops. Coops then clears, it's nodded on by Fraser, but to no one. Number 7 stabs it forward, he's playing a lot deeper than he was last week, upfield. Their player eventually evades the challenge here, and he managed to get the ball in, but the wind takes it and Coops claims it. Lots of camera time for the man in goal. Gabe here, who's looking for his hat-trick, goes back onto the pitch, and it's Jamie, who's been unlucky not to score a couple, comes off. Beacon throw, looking for number 7 up against Ben and James. He gets round James, gets the cross in, but you can really see the extent of the wind as that is carried all the way out for a goal kick. There's another sub here as Will makes way for Sam. As we swap the camera around for the phone as the camera looks to be dying, Beacon looked to take this corner and it's the ball into the middle, and again the header isn't as good as the delivery as that one goes straight out for a goal kick. AC corner here, which is taken in that horribly boggy corner and actually hits the frame of the bar and the post. Very unlucky. Here's some more of what makes Sunday League football what it is, as James has no idea where the ball is. Sam picks the ball up and is completely swiped out. Sam himself lines up this free kick from deep, which he sends in, but the ref says it has to be retaken. He takes the retaken free kick. It's a good delivery. The keeper punches it away. There are 100 bodies on the floor trying to scrap for the ball. It's not cleared and it's not really in AC's possession either, and it's eventually stabbed away by Beacon. Double change here as George and Matt make way for Jamie and Will. Jake sends in this AC free kick. It's eventually headed away until Fraser clearly exceeds the levels of extravagance that Coops' dad allows.
Fraser, no skills now!
Beacon, however, eventually clear after winning the ball. My camera work is all over the show, and the ball's up here. But Bernie does superbly well to cut that ball out and put it out for a throw. Well done. Yes, there it is. Somehow Jamie and Gabe found themselves 2-on-1, and Jamie dabs it past the goalkeeper. That's 4-2. Well done, AC. Beacon now need to score 2 as Beckett sends in this free kick. It's nodded down, and again, if the contact was solid enough, that should be finding the back of the net. AC now very happy to concede free kicks in the middle of the park as Beckett lines up this free kick from 40 yards out, and it's easily claimed down low by Coops. And you can see Beacon trying to get desperate. So as normal here, with Coops on the ball, I turn off the camera. And when I turn the camera back on again, the referee has given an indirect free kick to Railway Beacon inside the box. Apparently Coops held onto the ball for too long. I don't know whether it was, because again the camera wasn't on. So Coops lines up all these men on the line as 7 looks to tee this one up, and he does, into 6, who drills it under Bernie, through Coops and into the back of the net, 4-3. Jamie here comes away with the ball, looking to counter for AC. He puts the ball over the top, and the first time shot is superbly struck, but it's also superbly saved by the Beacon keeper. Unlucky. AC now very happy to look to wind down the clock to preserve their 1-goal lead as James sends that free kick looking for Gabe, who holds the ball up in the corner and does superbly well. He's got Will in support, but he doesn't need him as the Beacon player gets a foot out in, and that's a throw. Beacon here looking to get the ball away, but it's cut out here superbly well by Ben, and then Sam goes all Steven Gerrard on us. Last chance here for Beacon as the free kick is sent long and high into the box, but it's stabbed away and then acrobatically cleared, and then there it is then. AC have got a big win here, 4-3 against Railway Beacon in their first home game since October. Well done to everyone for trying to get the game ahead and managing to. As you can see here, Beacon with only 4 games left all season, and AC with a remarkable 8. So they really are playing catch up with the rest of the teams in this league. Whether these videos will be as regularly as weekly in the upcoming weeks, I don't know, because AC do have more games, like I said earlier, Sunday, Wednesday fixtures, and I don't know whether the camera will be brought out or whether I will be going along to those games at all. All I can say right now is, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.